Hey, listen! For all those dedicated players of the Legend of Zelda series, I'm here to tell you why The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is one of the most iconic games in the series. First, it being the first 3D Zelda game ever created and was one that everybody's surprised to see. It even was more groundbreaking when it was the shift from 2D gaming to actual 3D gaming when it came to the brand new platform, when it came to 3D animation and to other gaming sources. Also, to mention the fact that when The Legend of Zelda decided to come to 3D gaming, it also brought in some new gameplay styles that the 2D never had done before, such as the use of the bow and arrow, the sword, and even riding a horse. Since back then in the 2D games, they never really had that before, since it could be, a technical issue or some other issue that they weren't able to do that. So there wasn't really much horses in those times to be. So when the idea came to create it, they decided to have a rideable horse that the players can know and get. And also, not to mention, calling the horse with its own song. No matter where it is, you just play it and it comes right towards you. And even from one song from a Zelda game, it can be very catchy. It can be a very catchy song for you to get obsessed with. In games, it continues to use songs we've heard as, such as Zelda's Lullaby and the Great Fairy Fountain theme. Even hearing some new songs like the Song of Storms or Zora's Domain and Lost Woods, aka Sirius Song, those new songs really inspired and brought other people to the love of the game, since most of the gameplay you use a lot of songs to either travel to places or to unlock secret places. And so it was fun hearing some of the old songs being used in a cool way in future Zelda games. And for me, my favorite would be the Song of Storms, considering it was the only Zelda song I've actually heard before getting into The Legend of Zelda, and has been a song that it just really has been a narrative in my mind throughout my whole life before getting to know more about The Legend of Zelda. And for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the game was so popular, over time it was decided that after development that it would release in the 2000s, it would release a sequel called The Legend of Zelda Majora's Masks on this 3D printed gold cartridge for the Nintendo 64. And in between the first and second sequels of the games between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, there's been a manga of Ocarina of Time that has came out in the 2000s as well, which gives the story more effectiveness and shows character development from the very start. Because throughout the actual game, you don't really see much of other characters and personality. You're just mainly focused on the character you play as, Link himself. So with the manga, it gives into more depths of what the characters want and see, and how really the story goes, and how the character development really affects when Link in the game travels from the past and to the future. And then with this is what brings me back to well-known games and its many features that makes it a classic and nostalgic game. It's just been one game I just go back to, as well as many others who enjoy the game and really want to be seeing more of it in the future. Even I do. So I think it's good to always tell the story of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and its sequel, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, either if it's a book or a game itself. Because no matter its different platforms, it would always give a good story and show everybody how good it can get to be. Thank you for your time.